One practices Pilates. We call something called the powerhouse muscles anta. Powerhouse muscles andre, it's to do with your abdomen, it's to do with your hip, and it's to do with your spine.
Because I think one of the greatest strength as a dancer is versatility.
Definitely like to say this, that for a woman, understanding your body and then doing a fitness routine is so important. Trying to take up challenges which their body is not ready for, and you still want to do it because you want to prove. Yarig ಏನು prove ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Is your body requiring you to do it? What do you need to do? What you need to fix in yourself? Hi everyone, ನಾನು Ragini Prajwal, Mrs. Ragini Prajwal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. And I've been a dancer from the age of 4. First ನಾನು ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯಂ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ I was with the Shamakdavar Institute of Performing Arts. And dance and fitness has always been a major part of my life. And I never asked, okay, dance ಇಂದ ನನಗೇನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ. I feel I'm always learning, and that's what keeps me going. A classical form requires a lot of discipline, requires a lot of commitment. Adu ellargu iralla. So that's not something that you can always tell everyone, banni anta. So I said, let me also try to open my wings out in yen kalibodu anta. And I started to learn, I became a Zumba fitness trainer. Zumba fitness andre, it's literally dancing for about 12 songs in 1 hour and in Latin styles. Adik stamina beku, adik energy beku, and if you keep doing that, of course, it's a cardio form of fitness, but ad martane idre, I did it for 10 years, guys. And 10 years, I used to take about 4 to 5 hours of the same class. And I started with one student. Imagine dancing with one student for 12 songs in 1 hour. And it started like that, and I said, Sari, nimig result sikta idya, ನೀವು ಅದು ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ, and you are able to come back to a fitness form. ನನಗೆ fitness ಅಲ್ಲಿ that was very ಮುಖ್ಯ, that you want to come. I will never force a person and say, please join my class. Nimig ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you come, and I will make sure you stick on to it. That is my motto. And when it started off with Zumba fitness like that, I continued with the same when I did it for 10 years. Post 30, as a girl, as a lady, you realize you have to slow down. Nee slow down madilla andre, your body starts telling you that, hello, this is the time you need to give time to yourself. And that is where I met my teacher, my Pilates teacher, Subha. And she reached out to me. She just saw my work on Instagram on nan henge, where my perception to fitness was, and she said, Ragini, I'm a Pilates teacher. Would you like to take up this course? Because I see how you connect with fitness anta. And I said, I would love to take it. I went and I learned the certificate. I went for the certificate course. And within 3 to 4 days or within a week's time, my entire perception of fitness, yenik madbeku anta, she changed it completely. And that is where my Pilates journey began. Where you realize, especially, I would definitely like to say this, that for a woman, understanding your body and then doing a fitness routine is so important. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸತಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಜಿಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ the trainers come up and they say, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನೀವು ಎತ್ತಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇವರೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವೆಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ. But I feel Pilates gives such a wholesome approach. You need to ask your client, ನೀ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? How are you stressed or not today? ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು how are you feeling today? Because if your emotional state is not right, your mind is not right, you may be working out for the wrong reason. And I've seen so many people injuring themselves, trying to take up challenges which their body is not ready for, and you still want to do it because you want to prove. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನು prove ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Is your body requiring you to do it? What do you need to do? What you need to fix in yourself? And this mind and body connection is what Pilates gave me. And that is where I realized to slow down. And I must say very proudly today that compared to my 10 years journey, I feel much stronger, much toned, so much more lean, and so much more in the right path of fitness. So Urhythmix is a place, it's a dance and fitness center that provides training for all age groups, starting from the age of 4 till the age of, I say, 60, 65. Namage, it was not in a very business perspective that I opened this. It was just for the love and the passion that I had. And thankfully, this passion has been continued even with my sister Kannada. And ನಮಗೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನನಗೇನು ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ಈ ಖುಷಿ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ that happy hormones coming out through dance. And that is why we started it. And today, it is so nice that 10 years ಆದಮೇಲೇನೋ we have kids from the age of even 3 ಯೂಶಲಿ ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ, ಒಂದು 1 hourಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೆಶ್. And I had to change the concept, and today the children dance with the parents. Seniors at the age of 60 plus who come in here, we do Sangeet choreographies for them. One thing I can say very proudly, be it beginners, be it intermediate, be it advanced, any kind of level of training, one thing is when you come in here, you connect with that art form. Now yoga ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, we teach pilates, we do functional training, we have animal flow, we teach dance to toddlers, we have semi-classical workshops, we have dance training in forms like hip hop, in contemporary and jazz. So it's a mix of all, but it's professionals from every field who cater to every kind of student. So it's just that if you feel that nanu ee tara dance madbekalla, I would suggest don't ever look at only a reel or a video and say nanu ee tara dance ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Come to a teacher, come to a dance training, commit to yourself to that, and then see how your growth goes. And that's what Urhythmix believes in. So Prajwal avaru ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. I think he's one of the biggest support systems I've had. I'll tell you there's a reason for this. It's not just because he's my husband I'm saying it. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, 2013 ನಾನು Zumba fitness trainer ಆಗುವಾಗ he's come with me for that training. You won't believe he's also a Zumba fitness instructor. He has a certificate too. ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಆಸೆ ಇರೋದು, imagine why will he come, and he was not even my husband that time. As a boyfriend he's come with me then. And we've done that training together. Nam classes nadita irvaga, he has been so sweet. He has actually come along with me to different centers and said, "Neen anyway workout martidiya tane, nim jote bartine and we will do the workout together." In Pilates now, we actually do the practice together at home. And again, because this is a notion, I feel Prajwal can be he can be an ambassador for Pilates to show that Pilates is so important for men too. And he enjoys practicing this form. Now maneli practice ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ he understands how his body becomes so free with it, how his hips get, the tightness around the hips is so much better, and if he is able to practice it, there's a mind and body connection with it. So I would say he's like there for me in all phases of my life. But when it comes to fitness as well, even into sports, namibrudu there's always even anytime we get at home, we never say, okay, sari bari TV nodkondu irana anta. He's always on the go. He wants to go and play pickleball, he wants to go and play squash, he wants to play something, he wants to go swimming. Yenadru one activity ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಣ ಅಂತ. See, the same way of that urge of learning, that way of, bringing out those happy hormones, that's the same in him too. So he's not my student or client, he's just there. He's there with me always. See, there is a school of thought that classical art comes from. ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀನು 100% ಇದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಹರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಒನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಬಿ ಇಟ್ ಕಥಕ್, ಬಿ ಇಟ್ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯಂ, ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕುಚಿಪುಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು ಸೇ ದ ಬೋಲ್ಸ್, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ರಿದಮ್, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ರೈಟ್, ವಿಚ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಬೈ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರಾ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ. But I always have been asked this question, ನೀವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, does that mean you should not be doing that? Pushni, what is your take in that?
It comes with a lot of history and heritage, alva. So it is very important to, even before you go and merge it, it is important to first get into it and understand the art form with its history and heritage, have professional training under it. Yes, so I have been dancing Bharatanatyam for 20 years, but at the same time I have been doing Western also. But I still think that 20 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೂ I still think ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ ಕಲಿಯೋದು, ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿಯೋದು. ಸೊ I think as long as you have interest, you should pursue it. And because I think one of the greatest strength as a dancer is versatility. The more versatile you are, you stand out. And more than anything, now actually I think you will also be able to relate. In Kathak there are some movements that you think that it'll flow into very well when you do a hip hop. Like hip hop, you're just always dancing, but one look that you give, that looks are more of Indian, right? But then it's nice how unconsciously also it'll sort of flow into your other style. So
and I think versatility is not something that comes to everyone. ಅದು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಅದೇ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And in today's world, people think watching a video and getting it makes you a classical dancer. I'm sorry. Get a teacher, Stick to that teacher for 15 years. Stick to that teacher for 20 years. Then call yourself a classical dancer. Otherwise, one practice is Pilates. We call something called the powerhouse muscles. Powerhouse muscles andre, it's to do with your abdomen, it's to do with your hip, and it's to do with your spine. If more correct agidre, any form of workout that you do, you will make sure that you have no injuries. So basic, especially for ladies, that's where I connect with more. These are things that you must do on an everyday basis. A cat and cow, that you exhale into a camel, inhale into a cat. It's called a cat and cow or cat and camel. Next is to understand how is your neutral spine. So in your neutral spine position, how do you come up? And adina notice madake, people usually have the block. So you make sure that it's right there and having your core stability trying to go. I've seen a lot of people trying to hold a plank but being here. Knowing your center is right. And the third exercise that I would say for sure is when you're working on your spine. So you start here with a mountain position and you try to curve, exhale, reach out, going as slow. So these three exercises is something that I do every day that works on your spine, that works on your core, and that works on your abdomen. Yeah.